Okay, in this email that we got, she's wondering if she should remain civil for the sake of the kids or should she cut ties with the woman?
Hey, Bert Show. I listen to you guys every morning on my way to work. I've heard y'all help a lot of people out and just wanted to get some advice on a situation I'm in. It's kind of a weird situation and it seems silly, but at the same time, I feel so confused on what to do. So here it goes. A few years back, I had my daughter with a man who was getting divorced. It was a whole lot of drama. But after he split with me, I became friends with his ex-wife for both our daughters' sake of knowing their sisters. It's been a really weird friendship. At first, she and I both went back and forth being with him. She would break off all ties with me when either of us were with him. Skip forward a few years, and we're both married to men who are not the father of our daughters, and I have a wonderful friendship with my daughter's father, and we co-parent now. She has not had such a great co-parenting relationship with him. She told everyone he was a deadbeat and had nothing to do with their daughter. But she had blocked him on social media and never kept him informed of new phone numbers or addresses. He recently was able to finally come back into his other daughter's life, but it has been a lot of drama. First, he became concerned with his daughter's well-being when he picked her up in her bag and clothes all smelled like cat pee. He was also concerned by her appearance every time he picked her up. So he called DHR to do a home check. She instantly lashed out and accused my husband and I of smoking pot every day and having a filthy home. I assume to get my ex to call DHR on me. He didn't. He knew we were not like that. They went back to court, and even in her court papers, she stated he was around people doing drugs. She put us in a situation where we would have to defend ourselves for something her ex-husband chose to do. We stopped talking for a year because of everything that was done and said.
This is a mess.
This is a lot. Now, she has reached out basically blaming me for not talking because I hurt her by not reaching out after DHR was called. I explained I had no idea that was happening until it was done, and she had said what she said. Then she blamed us further by saying we put ourselves in a situation to have to defend ourselves. I explained accusations like that could have cost us our jobs and future jobs as educators. So rightfully so, we were mad. She again put all the blame on me, never once apologized for what she said. I don't know how to keep being civil with someone so narcissistic. But I hate how my daughter went from seeing her sister whenever she wanted to only seeing her every other weekend when their dad has them. It's been very conflicting for me because being nice just seems so hard to do. Any advice on how to handle the situation would be nice, really. Do I cut all ties again or do I be civil? I know at the end of the day, it's my choice what I do, but what would any of you do if you were in this situation?
Well, if my relationship with my kids was being jeopardized, and what is DHR? Is that like Child Protective Services? And Child Protective Services would be called in based on accusations that didn't even happen. I'm keeping that person away from my family.
Yeah. I know. I think her heart's in the right place because she wants the two sisters to have a bond, but that bond is... hopefully it can be maintained every other weekend when they're at their dad's.
Yeah, I feel like there's not much she can do with a person like that who's going out of their way to be that kind of toxic. So at the end of the day, you got to protect yourself and your children. I would stay far away from this person.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get way more of The Bert Show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your favorite podcast.